the moment that I hit the stage, I hear the universe.
Hey guys, Jamie here. I'm going to be doing a book haul from what I got for this month and a little bit of April. I don't go and buy books that often. Literally all these books my husband just bought me, so we went to Barnes & Noble a couple times, and then Walmart, Target, and then he bought one off of Amazon for me because he knows I love to read and he supports it. So the first one I'm going to talk about is, and a couple or two of these you'll see in some reading vlogs, but the first one I'm going to talk about is, I just literally finished this yesterday, is Goosebumps, Slappies World, The Dummy Meets the Mummy by R.L. Stine. Here's my bookmark because I literally just finished it yesterday. But this is about the mummy and Slappy. So in the first part of this, you get introduced to the mummy and how his story goes. Then it jumps to Slappy. Then it jumps to, you're in this haunted museum, and it's these two with a bunch of kids, basically. But I don't want you to know too much about it because I don't think you should know a lot about a Goosebumps book when you're jumping in. This book was so good. It made me laugh so much, like, especially when, if you haven't read any of these, Slappy jumps in halfway through the book a couple times and he talks to you about what's going on and like cracks some jokes, and it's super hilarious and super funny. Sorry if you see a glare on my glasses, I'm sorry. But super funny, super good. Really enjoyed it and loved it, and I love this cover. I love this green. This green is amazing. Green is my favorite color, by the way. So that was that one. And then the next one I read was, well, I read this one, then I read that one. And this one's number 9, sorry, and this one is number 8. But this is Goosebumps, Slappys World, Revenge of the Invisible Boy by R.L. Stine. This one was really good. This is about a group of kids that are in this magic club, and then they go and see this musician, the mystical Marvin, and one of the boys, or two of the boys, have like this confrontation inside their friend group. So one of the boys decides to pull a prank on the other boy. So Frankie decides to pull a prank on Ari, but Ari listens to him, and he decides to pull this prank to where he could become invisible because he stole this juice from Mystical Marvin. And basically, it's downhill from there. You could turn invisible with this juice. And is Ari gonna pull the prank on Frankie? Is Frankie gonna pull the prank on Ari? I don't want to tell you too much about it, but just jump into it. It's really good and very interesting. I had a blast reading this, and I couldn't put it down. So yeah. The next book I'm going to talk about is, and there's a sticker on it, and you take the sticker off, is Coraline by Neil Gaiman. Everybody knows about Coraline. I mean, it was adapted into a movie, but if you don't know about Coraline, Coraline is about this girl who moves to this house with a bunch of people inside of it. Her parents are just absent-minded. Her mom is so horrible in the beginning of this book, or this movie, and everything. I've never read the book, so I can't tell you too much about it. I'm just basing it off the film. But her parents are absent-minded and horrible. Her dad isn't horrible, but her mom is horrible. So she finds this like key and opens this little door, and then she crawls through it, and it's her other mom, her other dad, other people inside of this little house that she's living in, and it's a different world. And then she comes to find out that it's not what she thought it was, so she has to help these ghosts find their eyes, basically. But super good. And then Like, the illustrations in this too are like creepy, and I love it. I'm down for the creepiness. Like, it's so awesome. I've read one other book by Neil Gaiman, and that was The Graveyard, and really enjoyed it. Like, look at that. Look at that creepiness. Okay, and I can't wait to read this, but I do need to take the sticker off. Okay, the next book is, and these aren't in any particular order, so if it's jumping from genre to genre, sorry. So the next book is Fear Street, Secret Admirer by R.L. Stine. I know these are being revamped into this, so you're not in a mass market, but I really want to own the rest of all the mass market of Fear Street. I have maybe 4. No, I have 3 Fear Streets, 1 Point Horror Street, or Point Horror one. But as you can tell, I'm a huge R.L. Stine fan. I love R.L. Stine's writing. Can't get enough of it. I love it. And I actually don't know what this one is about. I'm presuming it's about this girl named Selena right here. She has a secret admirer, and it's going to turn out bad and creepy if it's like any of the other Fear Streets, and have you on the edge of your seat and being like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to her? Is this freak gonna find her? And stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, totally can't wait to read this. Like, I want to read it so bad. But right now, I am actually in the middle of a readathon, so I can't really read it right now. But when this readathon is over, rest assured, this is going to be read. I might just have like a R.L. Stine week and read this and the 2 other R.L. Stines that are in this stack. Yes, I can't wait. Okay, so sorry that I couldn't give you a better synopsis, but yeah. I don't want to know too much about it jumping into this book, because the other ones that I read, I didn't know anything about them. I just jumped in and they were excellent. Okay, so the next book I'm going to talk about is The Magic Misfits by Neil Patrick Harris. This is the second book, thicker than the first one. I really don't know too much about this second one, but the first one is about these group of kids. They become friends. One has run away from his uncle, who is very horrible, by the way. And then he finds out that this guy and his husband are actually his relatives. So they ended up keeping him at the end of the first book. It was really cute and really amazing. I can't wait to jump into this one. I love that Neil Patrick Harris jumps in and tells you magic tricks inside of this, and he's like, oh, by the way, try this on your friends and family. So I can't wait for my son to get a little older so I can read these to him, and then we can try the magic tricks together and see if we can trick his dad. Sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, the next book is Disney Chills. This is the Corella one. It's Be Careful What You Wish For by Vera Strong. Can't wait to jump into this one. I have only read the first one. I'm going to be reading the second one this week, but this is basically Disney's version of Goosebumps, and from the first one is really good. The second one I'm going to be reading this week, so keep an eye out for my reading vlog for it, because it's going to be in this one. But I don't know too much about this. It's about 13-year-old girl Dahlia loves fashion and beauty products. She spends hours in her room attempting to take a perfect selfie. All she wants to be as cool and trendy as the other girls in her new school. Unfortunately, Dahlia's family doesn't have a ton of money, so keeping up with the latest styles is next to impossible. But when Dahlia finds a near flawless fox fur coat that's been discarded. She discovers that when she wears it, she's transformed, literally. She becomes prettier, more confident, and as a result, more popular. She's racking up the likes both virtually and IRL. Finally, everything in her life is perfect. That is until the original owner of the coat decides that she wants it back. Enter Cruella de Vil. A woman who will stop at nothing to reclaim her most prized possession, even though she'd long been dead. And when Delia tries to make a deal with DeVille, she'll learn that beauty is never worth the price. Apparently Cruella is dead in this. I didn't know that. Very interesting. Very cool. I can't wait. Oh, you see the cute little puppet? I can't wait to read this. So, yes. Ooh. I have never looked inside of this. But the headers have paw prints on them. Ooh, I can't wait. I also can't wait for her new one to come out. She made a Hades one, and then she's working on a Maleficent one, and I can't wait to read that one either. Okay, so the next one is Goosebumps, Slappy World by R.L. Stine. Are you surprised? Probably not. This one is They Call Me the Night Howler. I don't know what this one is about. It has a boy named Brad Mason in it. Ooh, comic book character. I love comic books. Ooh, okay. I don't want to know too much about this, but it has to do with superheroes and comic books. Yes, so good. Can't wait. Super dope and excited. And this is number 11 in the Slappies World series. I don't have all of them, so the numbers are going to jump, but I'm going to try to get all of them to have in my Goosebumps collection. Sorry, my son's making noise. So I had to make sure he was okay. And the next book is another Goosebumps, Slappys World. Please Don't Feed the Weirdos. So this one has a kid named Jordan Kepler. It's in a carnival. He may not love the scary rides. His sister Carla does. Okay, so he doesn't like the rides in here, but Carla does. So basically Carla is going to convince Jordan to go on some spooky rides. And then we got to get some spookiness out of this. Ooh, we can't wait. Carnivals are, in my opinion, creepy. I've only been to one creepy carnival, and let me tell you, it scared the pants off of me. But I was little when it happened. So can't wait to jump into this. And I think I'm going to do a reading vlog with this book, the other Goosebumps, and then the other, and the Fear Street. So look forward to that. But yes, I don't know too much about these. I'm so sorry, but I don't like jumping into books knowing a lot about them. But I mean, if you want to know a lot about them, I'd say look it up on Goodreads. That's your best bet. That's where I go to look up books if I want to know a lot about them. So, and finally, the last book in this book haul, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I can't wait to read it. It's from a fellow booktuber. You guys know him as Bookish Richie. And that is One Day with Miss Pinderley by RJ Valencia. I can't wait to read this. Oh my god. When he was hyping up this book and he was giving us a chapter sampler, oh my god, I was eating it up. It sounds so amazing. So it's about this girl named Violet. She goes into the store. She ends up talking to, I think, the cat. The cat talks in here. The pigeon talks in here. Mrs. Pinderley is magical. She has this amazing umbrella. And oh my god. Can you survive a one day? Can you survive a one day with Mrs. Pinderley is what the back says. The art of it on this is amazing. Like, the inside of this is amazing. Like, it's spaced out so good. I can't wait to read this book. Oh my god. He hypes it up so well. And he's he has a horror book that's going to be released this summer, and I can't wait to own that one either. Oh, one day, Miss Pinderley. So can't wait to just jump into this book, dive into this world, because he makes it sound so amazing, good, and just so immersive. And by the way, Mrs. Pinderley reminds me of the woman from The House with the Clock in the Walls by John Polaris. And if you don't know, he's a huge John Polaris fan. He makes me want to read John Polaris, by the way. And I love House with the Clock in its Walls. So, yeah. Literally, you guys need to support Richard or RJ, whatever you want to call him. He goes by both. You guys really should support him. He is an amazing booktuber. He gets down to the point. If you don't like a book, he'll tell you. If he loves a book, he'll tell you. It's just, his videos are so amazing, and I love that I can support him and buy his books. So yeah. I will link him down below too, so you guys know about who he is. And yeah, so you guys can watch his videos if you haven't heard of him. He is really cool and amazing. And I can't wait to jump into this book, like I said. So, that is all of my books from this book haul. A few were from April, like I said, but most of them were from this month, like the beginning of this month. But I decided to do a book haul because I needed to get these books up, because I just jump into reading vlogs and you guys are like, oh, where'd you get this book? Did you already own this book? But okay. So I'm going to get off here because this video is actually super duper long. So, that emoji. What should we put? Put a... Since most of these are horror, I would say, or like mystery or like spooky books, which says a lot about me, doesn't it, huh? So I want you guys to put a skull emoji down inside of the comments to let me know that you finished this whole video. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
If I could begin to be half of what you think.